Hello and welcome to the 4i-magazine podcast. I am Federica Bressan and today we talk about video books with Julian Mandel, co-founder of the startup Memperians. Let's go. Welcome Julian. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. And I'm eager to learn about video books. So what is a video book?
So basically a video book is a high quality photo book with like a leather binding. And when you flip through the paper pages, then there are pictures in it that actually start to move and you can see high quality videos in the paper pages. So you can use that, for example, to store your personal memories or to present a product of your company or your company yourself and something physical that you can have in hand and share with others and cherish.
So it looks like a book with a cover and with pages. And when you turn the pages, instead of text or images, there will be moving images. Is that correct?
That is correct, right. So it's part of the page. It's not like the full page. It's a complementary thing, the videos. So you can design the page around it, but part of the page will be moving pictures and videos, yes.
And, what problem does this solve? How did you get the idea? I said, let's make a video book.
Of course, yeah. So the idea came us when a brother of mine was traveling the world, and he actually bought a drone for it and did all the amazing footage from diving across cliff sides and flying across national parks. And then he had all this amazing video footage, and all of his friends captured their moments with pictures and then preserved them in physical photo books. But unfortunately, there was no way to also capture videos in these photo books. So he got thinking, wouldn't there be a possibility to actually also integrate videos in books as well? Because technology has advanced so far currently that we have a lot of things moving. We have smartphones, we have a lot of digital devices around us. So there should be some sort of possibility, and that's how the idea got going. And then we started developing, and actually we luckily turned out to have something created, which is now known as the video book.
That's actually a great idea because so many things today are immaterial. When we used to have pictures on paper, we store them in boxes and it's so nice to go back and look at them. But now that everything is digital, indeed, it's harder to go through your own memories and maybe you can even lose them or not know that you have them. So who is the target audience of this video books?
Yeah, so the video book is basically a frame that you can use. You can either have it as a private person to store your personal memories. For example, you're having a wedding or you want to have a memory of your personal wedding, and then you want to store like these memories in there, have pictures of all the families and friends that were at the wedding, but maybe also a video, for example, of the wedding dance, or something that can be captured more accurately and then way better with the video, transporting all the emotion and the feeling going on. And then you can have that to preserve this memory and keep it and share it with friends and cherish it. But it's also used for companies as well to, for example, present their products to their customers or to present themselves as a company, or use it to hand it over to special customers and partners at special events and have something like a special something in that way.
And could you describe, we all know how a book looks like, but could you describe this item? Does it really look like a book? Is it heavier? Is it larger? Is it thicker?
It literally is like a book. So you have like a book with leather binding-ish. So basically a high quality book, which you can think of, and it does not have any plugs. It does not have any cables. It does not have any openings or things. It has inductive charging because obviously there's a battery in there. But charging is wireless, so you don't need any cable going to the device. Also, the pages themselves, you don't need to press any buttons to start the videos. Just by turning over the pages and flipping through the books, it's like magic. Then the pictures start to move by themselves and the video starts playing. And it's really for everyone.
And there's sound.
I'm sorry?
There is also sound.
Of course, yeah, there is sound, which is a great and important part of getting the feeling and the atmosphere across.
And was it a technical challenge to put this object together?
Yes, there was a lot of challenge because you have very limited space in the book, and also to get this display into these very, very thin pages that are also turning, which is something that currently has been tried over a long time in the industry. And we were luckily the first to actually figure it out, and so far also the only ones. And that is actually quite a tough thing to do when you try to have something turning to actually get that management in there.
When was the startup Mempirius founded?
The startup was actually founded roughly 1 year ago at 3rd of September 2020. We just celebrated our anniversary a few days ago, and that's when we came together as brothers. But we started working on the project a couple of years before that. So Manuel returned from his journey in 2019, and he had the idea in 2018. So from that time on, we started researching how is it possible to actually get the idea going and to convert it into a product which is now known as the video book. Is there an audience that actually would like to have such a product, or is it just something that we would like for ourselves? And that's something that we all started doing around that time.
And who is we? You are one of the co-founders. Who are the other members of the team, and who are your supporters?
Yes, great question. So my team, or our team, basically is first of all my two brothers and myself. We are the co-founders. We founded sort of as a family startup, a family business. Manuel, who had the idea, is doing all the business stuff. He's also a business administration student. And Cedric, who is doing all the product development, is a mechatronics student. So they're also all the different business fields and knowledge is aligned. And myself, I'm a psychology student. So I'm responsible for all the marketing and sales stuff and the people management. And then we have a team of 4 more people, which are very engaged in our startup and supporting us in our vision, and also very keen on seeing this product and company evolve. And they are also supporting us with all of their heart. And then, of course, there's also a big base of people around us who give us advice and insights and help us, and partners that we work with. There's a lot of people that make that happen, and we are very grateful for it.
I would normally ask what the impact of COVID has been, but that is true for, things that existed before COVID. You actually founded this startup in the middle of a pandemic. How was that experience?
Yeah, it was crazy actually, but it also COVID had a positive and a negative impact. So the positive impact was that it enabled us to actually found, because we 3 brothers were studying at that time, and COVID allowed, with the rise of video conferencing and traveling is restricted, so you had everything digitalized and so on. That made it way easier for us to get connections, to exchange, and to have meetings. To collaborate in that way. So that actually something helped us to kick it off the ground. On the other hand, however, there's also the negative effects. For example, the semiconductors, the whole industry of semiconductors are having a shortage of supplies, and we are also relying on semiconductors. So we also try to figure out how we are solving that problem, which we are currently doing quite fine on, luckily. But that's also a challenge that is more embraced the more effects of COVID kick in.
And how does success look like for you, Julian? You and your brothers, where would you like to be in 5 years from now?
Good question. For us, in 5 years from now, we would probably want to look down on a company that has developed the product and actually is on the market, and not just for us, but mainly for having the possibility to bring joy to the people through our product, so that the people can use it for themselves and to create their own stories with it, and to have them close to their heart and cherish the product and the memories that they share with it. And also for companies, the business that they engage in, the joy that they bring to their customers and their partners. And that is basically what we aim for and what we strive to achieve.
And good luck with that. I would like to thank you so much for your time today. I would
Thank
like to
you.
encourage the audience to check the description of this video for more information. And don't forget to visit the 4i-magazine YouTube channel for more episodes of this podcast. Thank you again to my guest today. I am Federica Bressan, and I'll see you next time. So long.